Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy Podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Vosqueros Gang has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Vosqueros Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Dominion Custom Clothing. Cowboy fans, if you need your custom suits, your custom sportswear, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company for you. Dominion Custom Clothing also offers a free mobile service to your home, to your business for suit fittings and fabric showing. Dominion Custom Clothing has been a clothier in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 20 years. So if you need that suit for the night out on the town or the tuxedo for the prom or special occasions, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company you have been looking for. And as always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, it's our man, 21, Armando, 21. And from the hill country of Texas, Austin, it's our man, Retrofit Sports, Hook 'em, it's Rue. And from Tucson, Arizona, the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast is Kuiper AZ. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
Say, man, y'all know what the day is. The day is Tuesday. What happens on Tuesday is the Cowboy Up podcast. Man, let me introduce the crew to you. To my right, to my left, to my left, to my right. To my homeboy from the 915, El Paso, Cholo Town is my man, 21, Armando, 21. What's up, 21?
What's up, fellas? What's going on, big fella? Hey, we chilling, man. We got that list. We got that 53-man list already. It's out. Some cuts that we all kind of feel a little different about, but we'll get into it. And what's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's up? What's up?
Yep.
Hey, man, from the great state of Arizona, Tucson, the player personnel director of the Cowboy podcast is my man, Kuiper. Hey, Z, what's up, Kuiper?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Say, man, hey, I know that itch keep getting better. You getting scratchy more and more. The closer you get, ain't it, Kuiper?
It sucks because this week we can't put a little bit of motion with that preseason games anymore for the itch, man. It's nothing to savor anymore. We just gotta fight through it.
Don't worry, we got that college ball. Hey, man, from the ATL, by the way of the Funky Town, Fort Worth, man, is my man. Chop! What's your point? What's going on, dog?
Yo, what's good, fellas? What's good, family? Wait a minute, y'all don't look too excited, man. We gotta get excited about this one, family, man.
No, we
waiting for this day right here. So what's up?
Oh, we definitely excited. Hey, man, from the great state of Texas, by the way of Arkansas. I always say that. I know he in Kansas. Is our man. He always talking crazy, man. Is Cowboy Corner. What's up, Mike?
What's going on, you guys? Thanks for having me. Mikey, Mondo, Kuiper, what's your point? And the big fella from Stop 6, Texas. Rule, we're missing you. You need to get on here.
I feel you. Hey, man, also from the great state of Arizona, he is Mikey 5. What's up, Mikey?
We're feeling good. We're anticipating this beautiful football season. It's beautiful to see all my guys here. We're talking real football happenings and real things that are actually happening. No more hypotheticals. We're 9 days away? 9 days away from actual football, from either hearts breaking, the floor shaking, and Doves taking, You already know. Can't really get into it.
What was Doves taking? I didn't get it. I was trying to figure that one out, man.
Banner race hating.
Hey, man, look,
there was a definition of we earlier, and I was like, it just threw me off.
Okay. So, hey, man, we are finally here. I'm with you, Chop. I'm happy. I'm excited, Chop. We are here. Okay. The Dallas Cowboys have made their cuts. This, when they make their 53, it's still not over yet, because it's one of those things. At any minute they'll sign somebody else, they'll cut somebody and sign somebody else. And while I'm venting, I had the list that disappeared. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna bring it up. So is there any surprises, guys, that you guys saw on the list that made you like, damn, they cut him? Anybody that surprised y'all?
Mukuamu.
Yeah,
okay.
Mukuamu.
Israel Mukuamu. Yep.
Okay. Is it? Tell me, y'all. Do y'all think? Okay, what did he do that made him get cut though?
Well, I don't think it's anything he did. It's just that he just signed. And it's funny because they signed him before training camp started, and they gave him his money. But I think they're clearing out money for Micah. That's a casualty for that. And Zion Wilkinson coming on the way he came on made it easier a player to fill the road and fill the void or whatever, because Mukuamu was going to get picked up if he didn't get picked up on waivers anyway. But I think this is a clear sign of that they're making money for Micah, and it was easier to just get rid of him considering the new depth that we have at DB.
Okay, so I got the list pulled up. I was shocked about this. They traded Awesome to the Saints. I didn't like the compensation, but you know how the Cowboys and getting their compensation. It just irritates the shit out of me. Then
Will Greer, guys, are you guys surprised by that?
I was too. I was shocked about Will.
But he's a piece. the thing about the release and waived is, they're actually doing them a favor of being able to get picked up by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get that.
I was shocked with Malik Davis. I was shocked with Jalen Brooks. I wasn't shocked by Cropper. Prince Fant. I wasn't shocked. John Stevens, I was a little shocked about. Anybody on this, because these are waves and then these are releases. So but yeah, Israel was a big shot to me, and I'm coming to Cowboy Corner with this one. When they released Deuce Vaughn, Cowboy Corner, I think he had a sound of release that he did. Were you happy that they cut him?
I'm never happy that anybody gets cut, but I'm glad they recognize that he can't play football in the National Football League, and he's no longer a Cowboys problem unless they sign him to the practice squad. Being that size in the National Football League, Darren Sproles was 5'6". His best year was 800 total yards. That's passing and catching, and then he made his mark on special teams. Is what Darren Sproles did. So there's no way Deuce Vaughn is even the caliber of that type of player. And being that short, I mean, those little legs are moving, but he ain't getting anywhere. But it's time that they recognized that we don't have favorites here, and a lot of these moves showed that. So I'm just happy that we were able to move on from Deuce Vaughn.
You say his little legs was moving.
Little leg, crazy
not
legs.
getting anywhere.
Don't be a menace. He's the best catcher in the neighborhood.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Okay. Leave us short kings alone, man.
Hey, Chop, we'll go to you, man. Anybody on the list, man, that absolutely surprised you, bro?
Israel surprised me. That was a surprise, and I'm not sure why they did it, but Will Greer did not surprise me because they're going to get him back. They're going to get him back on the veterans practice squad. So that's not going to be a big deal. Deuce didn't surprise me that much, even though I thought Miles Sanders would get cut. I did, but, because we never really seen him. But again, Deuce will make it back to the practice squad. The tight ends, Fant, Fairweather, Stevens, they all will make it back to the practice squad. And they know they will. That's why they cut them.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Talk to me.
That you're on there. It's a Schoonmaker making it on. Do you think that cut off a John Stevens, a Fairweather, or a Fant?
I think Schoonmaker made it on because where he was drafted at.
No.
He's been injured. He's been injured almost every year. You know that. He's injured now.
Whoa.
You ain't seen it? Well, you seen it one game, the first game, I think. Schoonmaker.
So you are saying John Stevens Jr. is better than Schoonmaker? Is that where y'all are doing right now?
You know what? It's a hard case to have, and I know where you're going with the injury thing, but if Stevens wasn't injured, did you see that guy play? I mean,
you haven't seen him play. He's had 2 ACLs in 2 years. You haven't even seen him play.
That's what he said. That was his caveat.
Right. That was his caveat.
So a guy that we haven't seen play, we're going to dub him better than the second-round pick from Michigan, Schoonmaker. That's what we're going to do?
Well, we viewed him from his college tape. Okay. And the college tape from Michigan, hey, Schoonmaker looked great. But this is what, third year?
We're just going to overlook that what he did last year with 3 different quarterbacks? Yeah, we're just going to overlook that?
He was just a tight end.
He was a tight end that made a lot of first downs, that made a lot of big plays. When Schoonmaker number was called, he stepped up. That's why Schoonmaker's on this team. He earned that spot.
I think that second year for Schoonmaker was big. That first year we kind of were doubting, but that second year he did step up, and this season we'll see. But I thought Fairweather did more than enough to kind of show us a little bit of staying on that roster, and for him to get cut, it was kind of surprising with Fairweather.
And I think Lukey took that roster spot as well. You know what I mean? That's that tight end.
I thought Luke got cut.
Go ahead. No, I'll tell you what. We're going to see about Schoonmaker because Brevin Spann-Ford might shut him down. For real.
They're horny.
We're going to find out. He
They're-
might
they're
shut him
what?
down.
They're what for
We're going to wait and see.
They're very eager for Mr. Stanford.
Yeah, you can't
They
go
were
back on
dubbing
that.
him the second coming of James Novacek.
I wasn't a
But he
fan.
was looking
I
good.
wasn't a fan of Brevin Spann-Ford. I really
Oh,
wasn't. But
he
after
has the
watching
body.
him,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. Just after watching him for real, I wasn't a fan of him. But the second year when he came in the late part of the year last year, I was like, wait a minute, this guy can actually play. Because I thought he was a count body. Honest to God, I did. But then when I saw him playing, and you can almost the eye test. I have an eye test thing. I can't look at all the stats. I said I have an eye test.
With or without
Schoonmaker,
glasses?
Me, both. But Schoonmaker to me, he just looked like a tall, big guy from Michigan that made it. Now he did good in Michigan. The system was a little different. But Brevin Spann-Ford, he just has some dominance about him. He has some dog about him that I didn't really see, but he has that dog in it.
Well, to not poo-poo Schoonmaker, I think he's more complete. I think Schoonmaker is a better blocker, and if we're gonna be running the ball, we're gonna need that. Brevin Spann-Ford hasn't showed enough. I'm down the middle. We know what Schoonmaker is, but we like the potential of Brevin Spann-Ford, and I hate the word potential. Like, motherfucker, it can make you delusional for days. Like, this relationship has potential. 3 kids and losing your house after that. Yeah. So it is what it is. But I'm sorry to hijack your show, Chris, and
No.
go back. we go back to.
I do got a surprise though.
That CJ Goodwin is surprising because he's been our special team, luck charm, but it seems like somebody else has filled the role or they just let that roster spot.
I got 2 surprises here.
Okay.
Mikey does make a good point about special teams, but my special teams guy is Buddy Johnson. Buddy Johnson getting releases. I mean, I get it. I mean, the linebacker core is the best strength on this team, but Buddy Johnson getting released is kind of big. And then Marquise Bell, I don't get the hype there at all. Linebacker 1 year, strong safety in the next. Now he's behind Malik Hooker at a free safety. He's just playing musical defense.
Well,
I would rather have Keeman Hall in some capacity over a Marquise Bell. So my 2 surprise would be Keeman Hall and Buddy Johnson.
Well, you just said it out loud. Say it out loud again. That's just the line of difference between Hooker, Marquise Hall, and even
Keeman
Wilson.
Hall.
Even Wilson, because I just think sometimes our safety play is not fit for the new style of defense that we need. You know what I mean? We love that Wilson could slam dudes and cause fumbles. We love that. But those blown coverages and even Hooker blowing coverages, that just shows a lot of the line of how close they are. I like Wanye a lot. Don't get me wrong. And then we did like Mukwamu back there, but like I said, I think Mukwamu is a product of saving money and paying Micah because he's gonna get paid.
Wow. Okay. So let's talk about who's actually on the damn team. Let's talk about that. All
Now
right,
you want to start the show. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah. Let's talk about who's on the damn team, right? Okay. So we got our reserve pup list, everything like Overshown, Mingo, Turner, Revel, and Butler, Josh Butler. Man, seeing 2 corners on there still irritate me. I think they still need to make a move there. Joe Milton made the team. Only reason he did because they gave up a 5th round pick for him. All right. Are you happy, guys? Are you guys happy with this offensive tackle group here? We got Guyton, Steele, Thomas, and Cornelius.
If Guyton's healthy, yes.
Okay.
If he isn't, then they shouldn't have let go of La'el Collins.
Yeah, I was really shocked. I was shocked that they got rid of La'el though.
What?
If Tyler Guyton isn't healthy, then yes, you should have brought in that veteran still. I get Thomas was really good. He is.
Yes.
But you still need somebody else in there. You still need to keep that depth chart up.
And Lyle Collins was your guy to do that?
They brought him in.
I
For a
think
cat
I
body.
think that was a favor. I think that was a favor to Dak Prescott, if anything, because he's Dak Prescott fishing buddy. You didn't see him lose too bad. You didn't see any atrocious plays out of Lyle either. So I'll defend that. But it's just how good Thomas played and Cornelius for what they're paying Cornelius, opposed to what they would have to pay Lyle for the veteran minimum.
Yeah. So me personally, I'm fine with the unit. I thought Lyle was gonna make it. So interior, man, we got Tyler Smith, Beasley, Booker, Bass, and Hoffman. We figured those 5 would be our interior guys.
That's all you need.
Yep. And our only fullback, Hunter. Our running backs that made it: Javonte Williams, Jaden Blue, Miles Sanders, and Phil Maffa made the team, but
Hell yeah, he did.
Didn't they put Maffa on pup though?
Yeah, they
No.
put him on.
That was
No. So this is what happened.
Okay.
On cut day, you can only put 2 players on IR designated to return. If they were to put Phil Maffa on IR today, he would have been done for the season. So what's going to happen is tomorrow at 3:00, Phil Maffa is going to IR, and that's going to fill up a spot. So somebody that's cut could be coming in, or they could be signing somebody or getting somebody off waivers to fill that Maffa spot.
Thank you for clarifying that. Thank you. Good shit. Good shit.
It could be Etienne. Didn't Etienne get released by never mind, that's going to open the thing, but he got released by the Saints.
Yeah. So our tight ends, Jake Ferguson, Luke Schoonmaker, and Bevan Spanford. Our wide receivers here, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Jalen Tolbert, who I thought should have been cut anyway, Kavontae Turpin, and Ryan Flanoy made the team.
Well,
Anybody heard that y'all surprised, or I thought this was status quo here?
Well,
Yeah, that's status quo.
Big fella, real quick, who would you,
You know
put in,
what?
who would you put there for instead of Javonte, instead of Jaden Tolbert?
Honestly,
you already know. We already know who it is.
who would it be? Who would it
Holden. This should have been Holden.
shit.
It would be-
the thing is, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No.
I'm just reacting.
You know,
Go ahead, Chop.
we should have did, honestly, we should have got a good trade for Jalen Tolbert. This is 3rd year. They're going to have to pay him, or they got to send him away. I would have got a trade, a pick for him, and I would have put Holden in that spot. We're not going to see him anyway because you got the $3 that's going to be there. You're not going to see him, but that'll give him another year to get ready. I watched this kid play. This kid can play, man. He just had a bad rep coming out of college for what he did. You know, he's an Alabama transfer to Oregon, but he can run every route on the route tree to include the slot and the 9. He can do it. I would have kept that dude. I would have got something for Jalen Tolbert. I know Jalen Tolbert scored all of the touchdowns because CeeDee Lamb occupied the rest of the field is the reason why they opened it up. But me personally, I would have traded Jalen Tolbert and I would have let my man there. Now Ryan Florney, I was fighting for him too.
All right, corner.
Cowboy corner, don't do me like that.
Corner, come on. Hey, but no, I like this. I like this
It's good.
debate.
No, this is real
I
good.
like the debate. I
It's
like it.
different
Come on.
people. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Come on, corner.
Different
Tell me why you disagree, corner.
Man, because we're talking about an undrafted free agent who needs to earn his stripes here. If I'm looking at Dak Prescott, I don't need a rookie coming over here running bad timing routes and making Dak Prescott look even worse on different routes if he was to get called up, right? So I'm looking at guys like Jalen Brooks. I'm looking at guys like that could step in there and do that over Tolbert. Because I think I think Brooks is a better wide receiver than Tolbert all the way around. He just is. I mean, Joe Milton didn't do him any favors in the first 2 games to do that. Ryan Florino actually took advantage of that opportunity with his routes, getting separation, stuff like that. Jalen Brooks, on the other, is a different type of wide receiver, and it didn't work out for Brooks. But Trayshawn Holden needs to be on the practice squad for another year or 2 and then earn his stripes. I'm not going to give an undrafted rookie anything because he looked great at wherever he went to school. Hold on, I'll tell you in just a minute. Where's Trayshawn Holden? Right there at Oregon. He went to school at Oregon.
Which Alabama
Alabama transfer.
Yeah, and so look, there is potential there. But there's only one room for a 7, and that's Trayvon Diggs, baby. Let's bring him on.
But the thing is, in actuality, we all need to come down to earth and realize that if Mingo doesn't get hurt, Flournoy is probably not on the roster. So that's once he gets out, then Flournoy is out. The musical chair, if it would have been Brooks, Holden, Flournoy, Cropper, not Cropper necessarily, but they wouldn't be on the roster if Mingo's not hurt.
You don't think Tolbert would be the odd man out?
Because isn't Mingo on?
He's on IR, but you don't think?
I think they try to shop Tolbert, but he's still serviceable. He's still serviceable. He's still. It's the whole Dak yard thing. You know what I mean? That's one of Dak's pet cats. So
Tolbert is the Ford Taurus.
I believe that's mate.
Tolbert is the Ford Taurus with the engine light.
Don't sleep on that Ford Taurus. I'll knock some fat girls out in the back of a Ford Taurus, bro.
Hey,
what a minute!
Hey, that's too much information. But look, I think all 5 of these receivers are going to get a lot of playing time. I really do. I mean, because the Cowboys already announced that they're going to be a running team. You know, they tried to do it on the low about who they picked and everything. But the Cowboys got a healthy quarterback. And a healthy quarterback with these receivers, I think we can do some damage, okay? And Fergie got his money, but I need Fergie to get back in Fergie status again. He had a shitty season last year. He really did. We Cowboy fans, and sometimes we can be a little biased, but we know
a little biased.
I mean, he didn't play well, so he needs to get back where he needs to be. But I think the top 3, just because you think about it, they only kept 5 receivers, so that's telling me Turpin is our number 3, right? Do y'all think Turpin is the 3? We'll go with you, 21. Do you think Turpin is the 3?
Yeah, I think Turpin is that 3. I think they're gonna this year. They've put it out there with Turpin. I feel like you have Shotty coming out here and talking about Turpin's gonna be a big asset to this team. I think they're gonna not only use him in with the wide receivers, but we've seen him in packages where he's gonna come out that backfield. So yeah, I think that he's that 3, and they're just gonna use him different routes and different schemes they're gonna use him in.
Yeah, Kuiper, tell me about the 5, man. What do you think about these 5?
I like Turpin as 3. Field stretcher, speed kills on that one. You're not going to really see that much 3 or 4 wide receiver sets. At most, the 3 sets. It's just what comes with the scheme. Mm-hmm. That's just the scheme. So they'll probably rotate Tolbert and Turpin for the same roles in the offense, but you're going to see a lot of just CeeDee Lamb, Pickens, and 2 tight end sets.
Hey, any chop corner? Or what do y'all think about?
I will say this. I will say this. I gotta go. You guys keep it up. If you're on, I'll be back.
Later.
All right.
I'm mad.
Mike doesn't show, so go ahead.
Well, the thing about our offense, Papas or Kuiper, we don't know what our offense is yet. There was 35 flavors in Baskin Robbins, and they gave us vanilla with extra vanilla.
They did
vanilla.
They didn't show us a damn thing.
Yeah, they did.
I'll tell you what, he came from a certain system. The offensive coordinator is from a certain system.
I get it. There's going to be more bunch formations though, and they're going to compact it, especially on the far side of the hash, and then use the leverage of the field, use the leverage of the numbers, and make stretch out defenses like that. That's what we're hoping. But we do have speed. We have the fastest man in the NFL clocked within the last 2 years. You can say the cheater all you want, but the cheetah didn't go 23 miles an hour like these kids. So I'm happy. This is what we used to call rich people problems. You know what I mean? I like rich people problems. Speaking of which, we all should buy a Powerball together.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with you there, Mikey, because it's funny. Every time I see that damn video on TikTok when Turpin went to the house on the Commanders, When the announcers say the fastest man in the NFL, I say you're goddamn right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So no, and like I said, this is all probably for not until Mingo gets here, because
true.
Mingo's a big body dude that could block.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember and right before the draft, I was saying I would be very happy if Mingo made it to the number 3 position. He got hurt.
Mhm.
So I'm fine with Turpin there. All right, let's go to the defense, man. You see Michael Parsons' name there. I don't even really need to think for you to discuss it. Michael Parsons is gonna be in if you're on the field on Thursday night. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't know, man.
He gonna
James
be
Houston,
Come on.
baby.
he gonna be on the field. Anyway, we got Dante Fowler, Nealon, Donovan, Easy E,
As a Raku.
Raku, just Easy E, James Houston, which I'm in love with, and
Yes, sir.
Sam made the team. Congratulations. Welcome back, Sam. Welcome back, Sam. Welcome back.
And then another thing, on the same lines as we were talking earlier about trading Tolbert, that was a big one that they were, there was rumblings of shopping Sam Williams around. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have liked it because I feel that we got cheated out of last year's Sam Williams. But
Yes.
that was another big one because James Houston played so good, and plus the Micah factor.
Man,
Honestly, I think that's why they took 6, only because they still don't know about what's going on with Micah. The norm is 5. That's the norm with every team. 6 is overboard. You don't need 6.
but can I say this though? Kuiper? The Cowboys' weakness is their run defense. Their strength, their pass defense. Because they got rush edges, right? So whenever you put the Lamborghini package out there, that's a bunch of speed rushers.
The Bugatti, he said.
The more the merrier to me. The more the merrier. If you got 4 guys out there that are speed rushers, especially think about it, when you can move Micah whenever he gets there, when you put Micah on a center on the guard, that's an automatic win. It's an automatic win. So hey, the shortest points to anything is a straight line, right? So a lot of times I like when Micah's over the center or over the guard because he gets to the quarterback even faster. So I actually like this. I'm glad they kept 6 because to me it's going to keep them all fresh on those passing downs. That's my opinion. Chop, what you think?
You know what? I think you did. I think you own to something about Michael Parsons being in the middle. Plus, you got to get his conditioning up because he really didn't. He probably practiced in the background before the camera was around. But you know what? You just said you may have just helped the middle of our defense woes in stopping the run in the middle. You put Michael Parsons in the middle.
Bro, Michael
On his way
Parsons
to
sucks at defense, so I run D.
But check me out. If you put Michael Parsons in the middle, you move him around, especially in the middle, they're going to run to the outside. On his way to the quarterback, he's going to stop the run on his way to the quarterback. I never thought about it like that, but now that you done said it, that's pretty cool. If you put Michael Parsons in the middle, they're going to change where they're going to run it. And most of the time, they want to run at Michael Parsons. Where? On the edges, because he's going to get hit by the guard. You're going to get hit by the tackle, and the tight end may hit him as well while you go around the corner. But if you put him in the middle, you just helped out your middle of that defense where we need that big dog D tackle. He's gonna meet him in the hole. So I kind of like that. But as far as the rest of the D line that we have, I think that was good keeping that many. That's gonna help what we do. We rush the passer, and James Houston is a rush the passer. Fowler is a rush the passer. Michael Parsons is a rush the passer. I love the way they did it. Gonna make they're gonna have to do that to keep this thing going. So I'm with it. Even Sam Williams is a rush to passer. So I like how they did that and kept.
Well, I think
I got a question for you, Mikey. I got a question real quick it's for you though, Mikey.
Yes,
this
sir.
is my question. Okay. Marshawn Neely, would you move him to the 3 or the 1 technique? Because he's a run stopper defensive end to me. He's a run stopper first. Would you move him, Mikey, or would you leave him at the run stopping end?
Well, he's the heir apparent to DeMarcus Lawrence. We saw the writing on the wall when we got him. So To answer your question, quick, fast, in a hurry, no, I would not. They would do that when they do the Bugatti package on third down when it's a third in the mile. We've seen it, but Marshawn Nealon, out of all these guys, I know he's not Blake Corum, but he was one of the most improved guys every time he did a rep. He looked nice. He didn't over pursue like Ezeraku. He kept contained, not like Ezeraku. Ezeraku has a learning curve. Honestly, Ezeraku is probably the weakest one out of all these guys, or with the second one with the biggest question marks. Number one is Sam Williams, because we don't know how he's going to respond after the ACL, because ACLs are ACLs. And number two is Ezeraku. So I get the four above him being the cornerstones and reliable guys that we have, and attrition is a thing, guys. It's we look at our lineup. I know we're knocking on wood the whole year, but we need this depth. But look at this list, honestly, really look at the list. I would be brokenhearted if I let any of these guys go. And the guys at the bottom, James Houston or Sam Williams, and you made me choose. It's like, I would be devastated. I almost said something inappropriate, but you know what? Jeez, I've been talking to Jesus lately.
Hey, 21, what's your thought on these DNs? 21, what's your thought?
I like it, man. I like it. It looks like we got a solid defensive end group. It's that's what we want. We saw last year we couldn't get to the quarterback, and that's what we need. I think that's one thing that we lacked last season is getting to that quarterback, and that's what we need, man. And we got a healthy Sam Williams. We hope we get what we thought we were gonna get last season, right, with Sam Williams. So we'll see, but it's looking good. It's just that defense does scare me, man. It's crazy how we went from being defensive happy to offensive happy again. And it's back to we're wondering what this defense is what kind of defense we're gonna put out there.
I know you just gave me a buzzword. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
I think our defense is deep. I honestly think, like Corner said earlier about how deep our linebacker room is when we were light in the ass. Marquise Bell, he's still on the roster.
We getting there, Mikey. Don't jump it, Mikey. Don't jump it. We getting there, Mikey.
Sorry.
Getting there. We getting there.
Let me ask you something. Is Williams, is this his third year?
Sam Williams?
Sam
Third?
Williams.
No, this is fourth year. Sam
Fourth year, yeah. It was his fourth year.
Is it his
fourth year?
He was on the contract year?
correct?
Yeah, this is contract year.
He is. Yeah.
Contract year.
He balling out. Balling out.
He is. All right. So
Last year, I was predicting he was going to have a career season. I was banking on Sam Williams, and when he went down, it was heartbreaking. I'm sorry.
all right. So let's talk about these defensive tackles, and we got a special commentary on these different defensive tackles. All right. We got contract man. Also, Idigazua, Solomon Thomas, Mozzie Smith, Jay Tula, and Perion Winfrey. All right. So before the show, me and Chop started talking. Right, we started talking. We were talking about things, and he had a thought about Mozzie. I said, "I'm gonna give you your own Mozzie's minute." So we're gonna do this. So Chop. Hey, you go. We're going to sit here and we're going to listen to what you got.
I promise not to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Hey, y'all know it's all good. It's all love. Look, I was down on Mozzie on a few things. Confidence was my number one, and just not executing to his level was my number two. However, after looking at some of the film that I looked at after some of the game, because he played in all 3 season games. So I had a chance to go back and actually look. And if y'all go back and look, 75% of the time, there are 3 guys on Mozzie Smith, except for the one he did in his last game with Atlanta, where they just, I think it was a misassignment, and they just let him come through the hole, and he did what he had to do with the type of talent that was on the field. So, I mean, I'm not going to discredit those guys, but he had to do what he had to do. But if you look at it, yes, his feet is kind of slow coming off the line, but this guy is almost double teamed almost on every play. So my next question was, what are they really asking Mozzie to do? That's my real question. What are they asking him to do? Are they asking him to rush the passer? Are they asking him to fill the gaps? Are they asking him to do, protect the A, the B, the C? What are they really? Because it doesn't really, it's not showing me what because they got him doing a lot of everything. And that's what makes me think that Eberflus is going to surprise us with the type of defense that he's going to run. For some reason, I think we're going to line up as a 4-3 and end up in a 3-4 for some reason. And it's because of the next segment. So I'll just hold it from there. Come on, guys. Holla at me.
All right.
chop.
All right. Let's go.
No.
Let's go.
Chop,
I'm
chop.
sorry, no. There's
Hold
no
on,
3-4.
Let's
There's
go.
no
No.
3-4.
Go ahead. Go
No
ahead.
3-4, man.
Go ahead,
You have 5 defensive linemen, first off. 5. Okay, that's your first clue that there's no 3-4. 3-4 would at least have 6. You would hold 6 defensive linemen because you need a backup for each gap, right? You don't have the bodies, dude. Mozzie Smith being a nose tackle, sure. That's a sorry ass nose tackle, though, man. That's a sorry nose tackle. I would love. Don't get me wrong. I would love for the Dallas Cowboys to switch over to a 3-4 because your edge rushers match that scheme perfectly. Perfectly match the scheme. Osa Digizua, 3-4 defensive tackle or defensive end. He matched that perfectly. Solomon Thomas was a 3-tech too.
Yeah. Well, and then I'm sorry, Chop. I do agree with you a lot, and I want to be buddy with you, but that tape, you can't feel sorry for a man that signed up for that job. He signed up to be double teamed. That's his job. And I get it. That's what he did. And I'm not coming at you because, hey, and I got to give you props. You look like you have a nice home. I'm looking at your can lights. And they're nice. I'm an electrician, and I look at that kind of stuff, and I'm like, man, they're spaced out perfect. But anyway, I'm not going to come at you nasty or dirty, but he signed up for that, so I don't feel sorry for him. And I'm glad they kept on Perion Winfrey and Jay Toya, obviously, too, because they could have cut Jay Toya. But who else? It's and this is the biggest thing. It's his effort, it's his fight, and not getting pushed back 5 yards back. There was this narrative, okay, when the Wolf Hunter, Chris had an axe to grind with Wolf Hunter all the time.
I did not.
Because linebackers would climb to the second level and push him off the ball, and when he would get there, he'd fall on his ass. But the thing was, he'd get pushed back, and it's kind of the same narrative. Hey, thank you for Cam Fam for always commenting, big dogs. We love what you do. But
sure.
When you're feeling sorry for somebody for doing for their job, what they signed up for, and then you're giving them praise for a broken clock being right twice a day. I can't, man. I'll just throw the roll bounce, but I don't want to get it muted. I love you, Chop, but I just don't feel sorry for Mozzie, and he's taking up a roster spot, and now this is the big question, guys. Who did he take? Did we lose? We were talking about the tight ends earlier. Did he take one of the tight end spots? You talked about Holden earlier. Did he take Holden's spot? And we haven't even seen the rest of the roster. Whose spot did Mozzie Smith take?
All right. I don't think he took anyone's spot, and I just think they didn't have nobody else to fill in that gap.
Yeah,
but I do believe he's gonna do what they ask him to do it. But back to the 3-4 real quick. I don't mean run a 3-4 every down, but I went back and looked at some of the film from either these last two defensive coordinators. They was running a lot of 3-4 in a 4-3 formation, because what they did was they lined up Digazua, they lined up that other D tackle that we had. They dropped Parsons a lot right in the linebacker position. So the reason why I said that, because I'm looking at, we haven't got to the linebackers yet, so I'm kind of jumping over. But I'm looking at the linebackers we have, and I know Mozzie is Mozzie, and I know Osa is Osa. It'll be so much easier to have 4 linebackers shooting those gaps than trying to build a D tackle a sure D tackle to stop that run.
Kuiper,
That's all I'll say.
Eagles,
Yeah.
though, not against the Eagles. You know
Go
what
ahead,
I'm saying?
go ahead.
No, I 100% agree, man. Get 3 DTs in there, make Michael Parsons an outside linebacker, and just fucking plug every single gap in the front and let 2 linebackers, Maffa and Clark or whoever you're going to put in there, read the gaps and just...
Luafau. I think you Luafau, you mean.
Luafau, yeah, Luafau.
Right.
Let them read the open gaps and go for the ball. 3 defenses, I think Osa would heavily benefit from that.
So would it be more of a Wade Phillips 3-4 or a Parcells 3-4? Because remember, DeMarcus Ware.
Well, it has to be a Wade Phillips. It has to be Wade Phillips. Parcells ran a real 3-4. He had the big boys. He had the big boys up there. So definitely
you know
Wade
why we
Phillips.
can't do the 3-4? We used to do this a lot in 2016 when we had 2014 when we had David Irving there. He was light, but he was such a dog. We would be able to do that on 3rd down. Remember, we would do that on 3rd down,
Right.
where we rush. We'd only have 3 down linemen and then an extra DB or an extra linebacker on the field. But we can't because the likes of the lack of our nose guard, having a nose guard, a true nose guard.
Right.
So
Right.
21, what you think, y'all? I know you got your fresh chain on, your new star. I know you ready for
see it.
season and shit. So what you think about this, man?
We see that.
I mean, for me with Mozzie, I think Mozzie was lifted for that depth. We talked about it. Mikey said it earlier. This defense is stacked with depth, right? So, I think he took up. I don't think he really took up anybody's spot. I think the cuts that were made are, kind of what we saw coming. Like we said earlier, is a couple surprises, right? Not too many, but yeah, I think for me, Mozzie was left under for depth. That last game he had, I keep watching him, and he had some, like he wanted to make the team. You saw that effort in him that he talked about, and getting better, and so we'll see where it takes it from here, right? We'll see what we get from Mozzie forward.
Well, let me say this real quick. Mozzie Smith. Let me look at the camera. Thank God there's nobody else. Thank God.
Hey, sir, are you at a lids?
Thank God there's nobody else on this team because your ass should have been cut. Y'all know I'm a Michigan guy. Y'all know I love Michigan and he's my Michigan man. But you thank God that there's nobody else on this team. All right, let's go, man. This is my favorite position. And man, God bless when Agent Zero get back. When Agent Zero get back, oh my God. I think Jerome Clark will be inactive a whole lot. But we got Luafau, Sanborn, who's becoming my new favorite white guy, Keith Murray, Damone Clark, and Shamar James. Hey, fellas, what do y'all think about the group?
Run stopping? I love it.
Love it.
Love it. I just have question marks on the pass coverage. That's the only thing I have left for that linebacker group. But as far as intensity and being able to go plug gas, they got it.
Yeah.
Eberflus is going to do an amazing job with him this season.
Okay. 21, what you think?
Just like Tocayo over there say, this new Eberflus system with these linebackers, and we've seen it, like you said, Sanborn, in preseason it's looking amazing. It's just, I'm excited to see it on the field. I'm excited to see it against these Eagles, man, for sure.
Yeah. Chop. Linebacker core, man. How you feel about them?
I love it. And Kuiper just brought up something that was really important I didn't think about. Which one of these linebackers can cover the tight end, in y'all opinion? Because they are run stoppers. That K9, Keith Murray, he is a dog. He nothing coming up through the middle if he's in the middle. He's a dog. But which one of them can actually cover? Now, I'm
It's gonna
thinking
be
about my
Louis
man,
Fowl. Louis Fowl,
Damone
ain't it?
Clark, right?
It's gonna be Louis
Well, Louis Fowl
Fowl.
can
ain't
cover, but
He's the cover.
remember
he's the
Damone
cover.
Clark at LSU? He covered a lot of tight ends. I don't know what happened when he got in the field, but
it?
when he
Yeah,
was at LSU,
I wish we can get
covered a lot of
LSU
tight ends.
Damone Clark. I wish we can get LSU Damone Clark on this team though.
but that's the only issue I really see. This is a good linebacker core, and we got a good defensive coordinator to put them in the right place in the right position to make plays. So I have no ill feels about this one. I love it.
520.
Well, that list looks. Put that list up again.
What's
Put
the
it
list?
up.
Here come the list, Mikey. There is
Put
the
the
list.
list. There's the biggest name is missing on it, and that makes me so happy. You know how we were in that purgatory of freaking Deion Dawkins throwing anybody his way. That Buffalo game hurt us going into the playoffs. It gave, of course, you knew you could run it on us, but it put that doubt in our team. Then Green Bay came in and mollywopped us, as the big fellas would say. But that was the biggest blueprint, and now this is the best depth. I gotta applaud, the good fortunes, and at the same time, this front office learning how to pick. Man, I like Shamar. And I ain't talking about Shamar Moore. I know y'all women like Shamar Moore, but I like Shamar James like our women love Shamar Moore. And you don't know who Shamar Moore is? Google it. And they're like, oh, yeah, my lady likes Shamar Moore. That dude is like LL Cool J. He like Bon Jovi, bro. I be loving him, bro. And I love that the depth. If football is a game where you're gonna have opponents are gonna beat us. It is clamping down on third down and clamping down on the red zone. Points are gonna get scored. The not giving up the big play and reducing touchdowns to field goals, and we're doing that with good linebacker play. I'm excited for our linebacker room and our defense in general.
Man, my biggest thing with the list, reason I'm falling in love with Jack Sanborn is because when you see him, he goes to the fucking hole. He fills the fucking hole and he makes the fucking tackle. Language, I'm sorry, but linebacker play is so important to me. Okay, it is important because if you're gonna be a run stopping team, you gotta have run stopping linebackers that fill the fucking hole, take on the block, shed it, make the fucking tackle. I'm sorry, I'm cursing. It's important to me because the reason why I was always on Leighton Vander Esch's ass is because he was the original roll bounce. He was always tackling 10 yards down the damn field.
Yeah.
Fucking middle linebacker. Get up in there and get dirty. You got to get, because a middle linebacker, think about it. When you were in little league, middle school, high school, who was your best fucking player on the team? Quarterback and the middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Quarterback and the middle linebacker were your two best players on the team.
Oh, running backs too, man, because we grew up in an era where running the ball was
okay. But the running backs play linebacker.
Yeah,
the running backs play linebacker. Okay, so now we actually, Jack. We signed a lot of free agents, right? We signed a lot of free agents who we were just underwhelmed by it. I am really liking Jack. I like Jack Sanborn. I like the way he played football, and I hope he continues that. That's my 2 cents on these linebackers. Louis Fowl, I know a lot of you guys like him. I'm still on the fence with Louis Fowl, and the reason why, I think he's a little tiny.
Sometimes what? You cut out right when you said it. Say it again.
He's a little tiny because I think sometimes the big boys can get up on it and block it easy. I wish he used his speed and agility more or better. I wouldn't even be mad if Louis Fowl was just a strictly nickel linebacker coverage, and if they run, and that's your run linebacker also in the nickel package. But other than that, I do like Louis Fowl. I just hadn't quite got on the Louis Fowl train yet. Damone Clark, I'm still pissed at you. Bro, either you going to play safety or linebacker. One of the two. You're going to play safety or linebacker.
With Louisville is
make up your mind.
his football IQ with Louisville.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
His football IQ is his instincts and his football IQ. When you see it as a football player, you know, not just as a Cardinal fan, not as an Eagle fan, not as a Cowboy fan. No, this ball, right? The ball,
Right.
This ball fan, and the way he plays it, and he anticipates, and then even a little stutter, and then he plays contain just with just an instinctive move, and then makes the running back cut back inside, and you're like, chef's kiss. Like, this kid just knows, or drops back right in a passing lane. I just love the kid's his football instincts, and I wish Damone Clark had more of that. Because then, you know, it's like having your wife and your sidekick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to put them together and make the perfect woman.
I just want you to pay attention to him a little bit more, okay? You know, the big fella, I analyze a lot of things, right? And you know, if something catches my eye, I'm focused on it, right? So with Marist Liufau, there's certain things that he do on the field that I've not been happy with, okay? I'm not saying his IQ is bad. I just think sometimes his angles are bad. I think sometimes he let the big boys get up on him too fast. That's just my opinion. Okay, that's all I want y'all to do this season. I just want you to watch that on Liufau. Okay?
We'll revisit this for sure.
We'll revisit. 21. You got anything on this?
Nah, big fella. I think we're good. We're, you know, with this linebacker core, I'm just, you know, I'm excited to see the speed this way, especially, you know, they're gonna, you know, last season we saw we couldn't get up in there and stop that run for nothing. So, you know, with these linebackers, I'm hoping it's different this season. So we'll see.
Yeah, Kuiper, I just want you to chime in on this. Am I off a little bit? I want your thought on Liufau.
No, I've seen it before. I know exactly what you're talking about. He does get lost on the line of scrimmage a little. You know, there's times where he does get lost in there with the lineman, but he does have instincts when he's correct and he knows what he's gonna do, and he just goes 100% in that pursuit. That's when he makes beautiful, perfect plays.
Okay.
Sometimes his instincts aren't always right. So when his instincts aren't right, that's when he gets in trouble because he can't disengage that well on the lineman.
You know what he reminds me of, and that's crazy because we had him on the team last year.
Who?
Reminds me of a young Eric Kendricks.
Okay.
Because last year Kendricks was on it, he was just two steps too slow. He would read it and he just was late, and that's just his body.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But
he wasn't prime. He wasn't prime Kendricks. Yeah, he was. He was
already out.
Good point though, Mikey. Yeah, good point. Good point. Let's look at these cornerbacks, man. These cornerbacks. All right, they activated Trayvon, which was a good thing. Deron Bland, Elam, which I think Elam had a good camp. Booth, he had the pick 6 in the last game. But I'm still concerned about him. Zion Childress and Carson. Chop. Out of the group, baby, who are you surprised about the 6 we have, or you think these are the right 6?
Man, Chris, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Go ahead.
This is where I'm really scared at. This is where I'm just.
There you go.
I'm scared, and the reason I'm scared is because Diggs is coming off an injury. He's not 100. You got Bland, who they're gonna go away from because he's a savvy veteran. You got Elam, which got a little dog in him, but this is new. Then you really just got a toss up. Honestly, we ain't seen Kalen Carson.
Nope.
Andrew Booth, we know, you know, they practice with him. Everybody throwing the ball over there.
Yep.
Now, Childress, only because he's a rookie, but he will tackle. I give him that. He's a tough dude, but it's gonna be a minute before we get together. At least game 5, because you know Diggs ain't ready. We know that he's not ready. Now Elam, Buffalo let him go for a reason. I don't know why, but we always have to ask ourselves that question. We just got to wait and see. We just better hope our front seven do what they need to do to protect that back end, because I'm not comfortable with the back end right now.
Fine, Mike.
I'm not comfortable.
Okay. 21. What you think about your cornerbacks, baby? What you think about your cornerbacks?
I'm with Chop. I think this is where we're gonna, need some help, if anything, is this cornerback room. Kalian Carson, what's the latest on him? What have we heard on him? I know we haven't seen him in a minute. As far as
They gave him a lot of money.
did they?
He's
And
still in his rookie
When
contract.
they signed him, they gave him a lot of money.
so they gave him that.
Right.
They gave him, So
Yeah, they paid
it's just with me with him is I know he came out hot, and that first season we saw him in training camp, and we had high hopes, and it was all downhill after that. But so this is where I feel the question marks are at, right? I feel like we got our answers at the running back room, which we talked about most of the season, right? So we got our answers there as far as, but this cornerback room is, to me, it's still got question marks left, and it's tough going into the season where you have your proven vet who's coming off an injury, and he's talked about coming too early last time. How is it this time? Hey yo. So
All right.
we'll see this time around with Diggs, man.
All right, Kaiba, I'm gonna bring this list back up, Kaiba. I want you to take your time. Oh, hold on, that's my safety. That's my next thing. Trayvon Diggs, Bland, Elam, Booth, Childress. Give me your honest. I want your complete honest assessment.
Honestly, y'all are fucked. Honestly, man, Diggs coming off of an ACL injury is so tough, man. Very few corners. There's specific positions that do better. Corners, it's so hard to come back from. It's so hard, man, because the backpedaling, and he relies on his acceleration to jump the passes and pick the ball off. That's his MO. So I don't think he comes back as the same player. Isn't Bland still injured?
Yes.
Yeah, so week 1, at least through the first 4 weeks, your starters are gonna be Elam and Kalen Carson. Like, I don't see how anybody would feel comfortable with this at all.
Okay, go ahead, Mikey.
Well, Bland's not injured. He had a kid, didn't he? Isn't that's why he's been gone? He had a kid. They just kept him in practice. So Bland is
good to go.
healthy.
Yeah.
Elam is a serviceable starter. They're counting on us getting a pass rush. That's what they're counting on. And what does that entail? And I'm sorry, it circles back to that, but they got to sign their number 1 pass rusher. We won't say thy name. And then you forget we have another one coming off an ACL injury, which is Rebel.
Yeah, and
That's
he's gonna be put on the pup list, right?
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
So he's there with Demarion Overshown, which the season is long and attrition is real. This is just to start. You know what I mean? So as soon as one gets hurt, watch, we're gonna have more to get in.
That's the thing, though, is that you want to start out hot because we see that schedule, and you coming in with these cornerbacks on your I want to say the easiest part of our schedule, right? Man, it's like you want to start off hot and hopefully get rack up those 2-3 wins early, before we hit that.
I think
Hey,
the
but
Cowboys.
have you heard that? We can't have it all. Like I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think
We can't have it all.
I think the Cowboys offense got to score a lot of points these first couple weeks.
It does.
Oh, but
You didn't get any
things.
solutions to the run
Dak
defense
Prescott-
either. There's no solutions at DT. Nothing has changed defensive tackle wise.
Oh, but what helps DT is that linebacker play, is anticipating, being a student of the game, moving right at the right time, making the right shifts. And honestly, I don't think we've had those linebackers these last 3 seasons to make these shifts. Van Der Esch was hurt. Then you had Damone Clark, Marquise Bell, and then last year it was Kendricks for a little bit, because then he was in and out, in and out. Then he didn't have an offense to support him. So
But you know what kills the linebacker?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No double teams on a defense tackle. No double teams. That means there's a free offensive lineman going straight for a linebacker. That's going to kill them. Nobody's double teaming any of these guys on the run D.
And Eberflus, I believe in, because coaching has a lot to do with it, okay? And don't get me wrong, I don't think Dan Quinn was a bad. He produced a record amount of interceptions, and he did that. I think it's going to be coaching and this linebacker core. I think that's going to be the core of what we're going to do. But we're talking DBs right now, right?
Yeah, the DBs.
Go ahead.
Every offense is gonna pick on Elam. They're gonna throw it over and over Elam's way. Even if Devon Man's healthy, man, that other side's gonna get picked on a lot.
But that's that. I get it. And ifs and buts were candies and nuts and stuff, we'd have a Merry Christmas. This is the NFL. This is the NFL. Everything can't be perfect. This whole roster can't be perfect. It can't be. So one side has to overcompensate for the other, and the sides that like overcompensating, which is the linebacker core and our rushing, helps out and induces turnovers and helps out the secondary. I think that's what you have to do to compensate, and what the scheme is going to be. So I'm more comfortable with that than us not be able to get to the quarterback and leaving our cornerbacks out to dry, having 2 good cornerbacks or 3 good cornerbacks, and watching a quarterback with a crazy amount of time he could do his taxes, make enchiladas, then putting pressure on that. You know what I mean? We can have it all. And you know that too, being a Cardinal fan in your roster. You got to be able to scheme it up to that. And I really, really believe in Eberflus in that. But all we could do is just say it and then wait till it happens.
So our last 2 positions, safety, I think it's status quo. Basically, it's the same thing we had last year. There's no change, really.
Wasn't last year trash though?
Yeah. So,
I like the old
Wilson, Thompson, and Bell at safety. Any thoughts? Are y'all concerned? Anything?
There should have been some sort of addition. That they should have cut one of the starters and replaced them.
Okay.
With somebody, anybody. Man, Justin Simmons is out there in free agency right now. Go sign him.
But why is he out there? He didn't make it work with the Giants. He didn't make it work with you guys, right?
Justin Simmons. That's Isaiah.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the Broncos free safety.
Thank you,
man.
Thank you, player personnel.
Come on, man. You know he's a player personnel director.
Well, you know Malik Hooker.
With his team, I look at everybody's team too.
Go ahead, Chop.
You know Malik Hooker's not going anywhere. His boy's back, which is Eberflus. That's what made him that dude they went after, because of Eberflus. So Hooker's not going nowhere. I thought they may move on from Dono, because he's bad in coverage, but he's good in the box. And they probably want to save a little money, but they didn't. Wanya has always been a dog. He just could never get on the field. And remember, Bell got hurt early last year. He's another dog. So, I mean, if you can upgrade from that and save some money, I think Donald would have been the only one out. But I'm kind of fine with the safeties.
All right, 21. What you think about these safeties?
We'll go with it. I think I'm with Chop. If anybody that kind of I think should have been out was Donovan Wilson. We saw his coverage. His coverage is not that great, but I'm good with it. I do think like AZ did say, I feel we should have got a little bit younger in one of those spots. We did it, but we'll see.
And this is my only issue with safety. I need one of these players to be Darren Woodson for me. Can I get a Darren Woodson? Because remember when the Cowboys was great, he had great safety play. The man that should be in the Hall of Fame. We need a person like that at the safety. I mean, it would kill me with our safeties. Man, one game they're the best safeties in the world, and then the next time you see them, act like they've never played the position before. And with Hooker, I give him a pass. He went to Ohio State. I give him a pass with that shit. But anyway, after that, he needs to play better. Donovan Wilson, yeah, like you say, run support. I love him. But bro, you got to do better, man. When you got to drop the coverage, man, you got to be over the top. I hate when I see a safety running behind somebody. That irritates me more than anything in the world, because we all play football. And the first thing the coach tells us, safety, don't let nobody get behind you. Don't let nobody get behind you. And when you see a safety and you got somebody behind you, I was like, bro, you didn't play football since you was 4 years old. You know the rules. You know the rules. All right. So, of course, our special team players are status quo. Aubrey, Anchor, and Trent is our deep snapper. Hey, that's a great gig, man, where you can be in the NFL and all you do is snap. I love that. People can't hit you no more either. So it's a great gig to get league minimum and play for 20 years, huh? That's a great fucking gig. The best seat in the house, too. But best kicker in the league or second best kicker, best punter in the league or second best. I am really happy with our special teams. I have no complaints about that. Any concerns for you guys on our special teams?
Not at all.
Hey,
Probably the unit on the team, honestly.
Yeah.
hey, it's the first time we had a consistency on anything.
Oh man, I even like our
You know what, Chris?
Go ahead.
I do have a question for the family.
Okay.
Do y'all think that the reason why we don't see those safeties no more is because the NFL changed the way that they hit?
Yeah.
When he said we need a Darren Woodson on the team, I was like, well, because Darren Woodson's couldn't exist in this league anymore.
It could not. It could not. Now they're just back there making sure you don't get behind them. When safeties used to put fear in wide receivers. I mean, fear, but now that they can't do it, so they don't fear the safety no more. So
Well, I mean, you can still put hard hits into somebody, though. You can still lay some people out.
Let me clarify
It's
the
hard.
Darren Woodson thing. Darren Woodson, receiver, slot receiver, and tight end.
Change the game.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. He covered all three. So
Yep.
it was times where you saw Darren Woodson on Jerry Rice.
Yes, sir.
You
Yep.
saw Darren Woodson on Chris Carter. It was times you saw Darren Woodson on the biggest fucking tight end in the leagues.
Yes,
That's
sir.
Yep.
about safety. Safeties are, especially free safeties, you should be able to do all of that, okay, and be a run defender. That's what I meant about Darren. Not the
You just
hitting
made me
part,
feel so.
not the hitting part, because to me, if you on defense, you already know how to hit. Everybody on defense can bring the boom unless you be on them. But everybody on defense can hit. I'm more of the cover part. I don't care who I put you on. You able to cover them. That's why I've been saying we still gonna miss Jordan Lewis. I don't give a damn what nobody say. You gonna miss.
Yeah, we're in this, J. Lou.
You gonna miss that.
But you making that statement in itself, Chris, like you made me cry a little, but like not like happy cry, like man, we suck at safety. Because think about any of our safeties being able to cover.
I can't wait till our game to watch Trey McBride burn them.
Yeah, dude.
Bro,
Trey McBride,
Bro,
awesome.
that's why Kuiper said we was in trouble. Look, remember at one point the Cowboys' strongest unit was our secondary. Now
Yeah.
there is the biggest question on the team: the secondary and defensive tackle. And our first fucking game against the old hated fuck ass trick ass Eagles, they got two good ass receivers, great tight end, a great offensive line, a below average quarterback, fuck you, Eagles fans, and an awesome running back. So, bro, we gotta bring it. We gotta bring it, man. There's no excuses to me. There's no excuses. We like I said, we brought in a lot of. We had 30 new players, but it seemed like if you look at the defense, it's the same status quo. I mean, really look at it. It's the same fucking people. Who's on the defense other than
How do you say that? We just talked about our freaking linebacker room. We didn't have this linebacker room. I think
But all the linebacker room has done really is grow with the new
grow.
coordinator. If
Thank
anything.
you. Yes. I say other than Sanborn, everybody else is
K9. And K9 and what we saw out of Demarion Overshawn. You know what I mean? Like, and Shamar James, when we talk about this run of linebackers that we got, let's say fast forward and in 2 years, God willing, Jesus, blood pressure. We're gonna be like, man, this was a good guys that we picked up and supplemented a weak spot, and I think that's the heart of the team, like you said, Chris. The direction, the heart, the moxie, the vernacular, the instincts, and the acumen, and that's what I think we've lacked since Sean Lee has vacated.
All right, so now I want to talk about good point though. Thank you, Mikey. That's a good point. But let's talk about
I'm
this
sorry,
now.
boss.
No, you're fine. That was a great point. Let's talk about this now. The 53 is set, but we know it may be a change here or two at the bottom of the roster. Okay. Now, after the 53 and after the cut, is there somebody on another team that you think, hey, Cowboys, we need that player that got released? Is there anybody, Kuiper? I'm gonna start with you because you are expert. Is there anybody that you think the Cowboys should go and fetch them now?
That's kind of hard, honestly. Any run stopping DT, anybody, literally, just sign a DT for the love of God. Sign a DT. That's all you really need to do, man. Sign somebody. Bring some competition for Mozzie at the very least, because there's still a big chance that he can get cut still. Just because he's on it, that the pup is gonna get him cut by week 4, in my opinion, because they're gonna bring guys in, they gotta cut him. But other than that, man, there's not really that much. I would say somebody that you guys would love from the Cardinals, Darren Hall. Darren Hall's a corner that I think would probably be right under Elon for you guys. Ball hawking corner. He jumps the ball and plays the run beautifully. I think you guys would love it. And he's 25.
Okay. 21. Is there anybody or are you, I guess the question is, because I ain't never content. Are you content with the roster, or is there anybody on the roster that you think we should make a move and go get?
With me, I'm with Kuiper. I think we need to get a defensive tackle, but also, I wouldn't mind them seeing going after a corner, right? After a corner, so maybe a veteran. I don't know who's out there, So we'll see how they handle that. We got a lot of cuts going on. I guess yesterday, right? Yesterday or today was all the cuts. So we'll see.
Today was the cuts.
We'll see who's out there. I really wish they would go out there and get a cornerback, a proven cornerback. I know Gilmore already signed with somebody, right? Gilmore is out there for a little bit, but I think he already signed with somebody, So we'll see because that's the room that we kind of all agreed is kind of iffy, So go pick somebody up. We'll see if they go do that.
All right, Chop. Are you content with the 53? You still looking for changes? And how do you feel?
Well, I'm basically like Stephen Jones. This is a 365-day thing. We looking for talent all the time. So I agree with 21, and I agree with Kuiper. DT is the main thing I'll be looking for right about now. Yeah, corner, and I think you said Stephon signed with somebody. Gilmore, he signed with somebody.
I thought he did. I'm not too sure though. I thought he might have went. I'm not too sure. I gotta check. Let me check.
Yeah.
If he
I thought he
didn't, then when this thing is over with this 24-hour period, because we got to wait for these rookies to clear
Yeah.
the thing in 24 hours, we're gonna know more in about a couple of days, and we know that roster we see today is definitely going to be different by Sunday. We know that already. So I agree with 21 and Kuiper, man. It's that DT. That's the only thing that really scares me besides corner. But if Stephon Gilmore is not signed, I do believe the Cowboys will bring this cat in because he knows the system. Well, not really, but he can play. He's a veteran. He can play. So that's all I need is a veteran that knows formation, that knows how not to get toe down. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I think he did play with Eberflus.
Yeah, he did. He
He did play with Eberflus, man.
Have it, Mikey.
He did.
Yeah. When he
did
was
with the
on
Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, right after Carolina, he went to the Colts. Play with Eberflus. I'm gonna put it to you guys this way, right? There's somebody in here with a broken laptop. I'm not gonna throw anybody in the bus, right? So say you got a broken laptop, right? But you got a pink slip on your light bill. You need to pay that light bill before you buy yourself that laptop. Referring to, we can't be going shopping for nobody until we pay that. The big thing that electrifies everything. So before we go bargain binging and spending money in this cap, we need to have this cap right, work it out, and pay this man that is a plus multiplier for this defense, which would be a plus multiplier for the secondary. And that's like having another person. That extra second that quarterback doesn't have makes those players better. Like Dak Prescott should be the plus multiplier on the offense, how he owns the East. We need Micah Parsons to make these players better. So before we even go bargain binging, you know what I mean? I know he's under contract. I get it. But let's take care of Micah before we get anything done. And that could segue into all those Jerry comments you want to talk about.
All right. So we're going to transition, man. We're going to get into this real deep next Tuesday. But Thursday night football, the Dallas Cowboys versus those hated punk ass, trick ass, hoe ass Eagles up in that bitch ass and that bullshit ass stadium called the Link. We need to put a link up.
Yes,
anyway, I'm trying to be PG. The Cowboys got a lot of questions, man, and I'm really looking forward to this game. I really am, and just the reason why I'm really looking forward to it because the Cowboys got a healthy quarterback again. A healthy quarterback, and we got bullets to shoot with on offense. I think the beginning of the season, the Cowboys offense need to put up 25 to 30 points every week. They have to until this defense get to where they need to be, especially stopping the run. If we do or don't have Micah, we need to keep some of the pressure off of the defense. So I'm looking to number 4 to do that, to help this team move forward. So the question to the panel, okay, when we get into the link, what especially are you looking for the Cowboys when we get into the link? We'll start with Chop, and the reason we're just going to stay there right now because next week we're going to get in depth. We're going to break this fucking game down, and we're going to go. So Chop, what are you looking forward to seeing the Cowboys do opening night, that Thursday night in the link?
First of all, I need them to come in there with confidence, and I need them to start fast. I was looking at the Philly defense, and I know we're gonna have time to break this thing down. Their secondary doesn't scare me at all. Period. Now that front four, and maybe a mediocre, three linebackers, they came out last year, but it's really the front four. The thing that we have to really deal with. I do believe I want the Cowboys to come in with confidence. I want them coming in and set the tone early. Come in with that smash mouth mentality first. You know what I'm saying? Come in with that smash mouth first, and then take it to them. And take it to them slow. Don't try to beat them fast. Take it to them slow. Lay the wood. Win or lose, I'm not going to be mad because the pressure is on them. It's not on us. They're the Super Bowl champions. They're getting the rings. They're getting the flags. They winging around and all this other kind of whatever. We ain't supposed to be really nothing. But I do believe this is a great measuring stick. I can't wait. I'm glad they're the first game because the pressure's on them and it's not on us. I'm going to love it.
21. God damn, Chop, you ain't got me hyped, man. I'm ready.
It's
Thursday already.
And it's appropriate, too, because he's from Atlanta. And he's talking about let's do the Usher offense. Nice.
All right, 21, man. 21. What you thinking about? What are you looking for the Cowboys? What especially you need to see in the?
I want the Cowboys to come in here and show me that this offense is going to be clicking. We haven't seen our first team out there. We've been talking about it. We've been anticipating it, and I want to see how they're gonna click, right? This first team, we got a new receiver we haven't seen out there. We've seen the training camp videos, but this is game time, and I want to see that consistency with his two receivers. So hopefully Dex gets out there and does what he does with his NFC East and takes care of them.
Kuiper, same question to you, baby.
I want to see physicality. These past few years, the Dallas Cowboys have been a finesse team.
Yes.
They haven't been a physical team. I need to see that change because that's the systems that you brought in.
Yes.
And on top of that, I need to see preparedness. Something that shows me that their coach actually knows what he's doing.
That's what I'm talking about. Physicality. 520. What do you expect to see up in the link?
First, because we haven't done this, subscribe, please, to the Cowboy Up podcast. All the guys and all the gentlemen in here, Cowboy Chris on TikTok. Follow Cowboy Chris that has it online. We already know 21 Armando 21, Mondo 11. What is it? 2132 on TikTok, and our boy Chopper from Atlanta. If you like, subscribe, hit that bell all the time, and if you like us, tell your friends about us all the time. Man, this is the best time of year. I'm excited. Me and Mondo are gonna be looking at or Papa's gonna look at it on the little screen because we're gonna be watching his little brother play at JV, so it's gonna be interesting. My heart's gonna be torn in three. But what I want to see is football. I want to see us have a starting quarterback again. The purgatory that we lived in last year. Sometimes it's necessary, but we only got so much football years in our football lives, and to lose your starting quarterback is walking depression. I've said that and I said it again. So yes, I want to see a semblance of this physicality, of this whole culture. That's why we got Booker. I want to see Tyler Guinan healthy. If he's not in there, Thomas, you know what I mean? We don't know what our offense is going to be. As Sun Tzu says, the best element of war is the element of surprise, and we got that card in our hands right now. So that's what we got, and that's our advantage. And yes, I want to see their shit-faced freaking Eagles have that shit smell after we curve stomp their ass and that banner don't mean shit. Then we could really say 5 is bigger than 2, ain't it? And that's what we'll always say. So I want to see my quarterback on. I want to see what George Pickens looks like. Because we talk about everything, but we got George Pickens, y'all. It put us back in the conversation, just like Andrew Hinkle said. It puts us back in. It puts us back in. Can you read what he said, Chris, in his last comment?
I don't have it up. I don't.
Oh, I'm sorry. He said something that he wants a semblance of, us being in there. They hate us. We hate them. Let's go. Because football is here. There's Christmas morning, but this is grown man Christmas morning, and it's gonna start on Thursday.
All right, let me tell you what I'm looking for. The big fella may have a little profanity in this. You gonna have to excuse me, because it's fucking football season now, right? It's grown. Hey, like they said in the movie, Chop. It's grown man business now, baby. It's grown man.
Yes, sir.
Business.
Bring it.
It's grown
Bring it.
man business right now. I need the Cowboys to come to. I need the Cowboys to go to the link and be grown men. Get in there and you kick the shit out of these punk ass, trick ass Eagles. You need to let this start from the beginning when it's fucking play number one. Kick their ass. Be the aggressor. Don't be sitting around waiting on these punk ass Eagles. Because if you sit around and wait on them, they're going to put 50 on your ass. You need to get in there and punch their ass in the mouth. That's what I'm looking for. I'm sorry, I got a little razzle dazzle. I had to.
No, what did Jimmy Johnson say? What did Jimmy Johnson say when you find a gorilla? Say it.
Shit. Hey man, you gotta punch these motherfuckers in the mouth. I'm sorry.
In the mouth.
I'm sorry.
With F.
You gotta punch them in the mouth, man. You can't be
No
passive.
doubt.
I am so excited to see number 4. I'm so excited to see George Pickens. I am so excited. Now, as my caveat, I need my offensive linemen to play well, because as Chop said earlier, their best part of their defense is their front four. If we can control the front four of the Philadelphia Eagles, the Cowboys will win this fucking game. It's all about our offensive line and their defensive line. That's the most important part about this fucking game. Period. I want to shut them up so bad. Dude, I'm just excited. But all I got to say, Dak Prescott is 7-2 in fucking Philadelphia. Fuck you, Eagles.
Yeah,
anyway,
fuck you, Eagles. Fuck you, Eagles.
Anyway, let's go with our final thoughts, man. We'll start with Kuiper. Kuiper, go ahead. Give me your final thoughts, baby.
Man, my final thoughts. It was a sad day, man. So all the players that got cut, don't give up, man. Always keep your head up and just find a way to get on that practice squad and show them why you shouldn't have been cut. Show them that you belong on a team, man. This whole week, you got a week to show them you deserve to be on the team before Sunday. 9 more days, man. Let's get this shit going.
I'm talking about goddamn. Oh, Kuiper. Also, man, tell them about because we're having a show Thursday. What are we having a show about?
Oh yeah, man. Thursday we doing our own fantasy draft live on this show. 10 people picking, man. We don't know the lineup yet, so it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun.
Chopper, you're in, right? You're in,
Chopper. You want to play?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but nah. When fantasy football started, I made a pact with myself. I was not going to play until the Cowboys won the Super Bowl.
Okay. I was going to say, but I get it. I understand that shit.
Yeah, what quarterback?
But you're never going to play fantasy football.
All right, 21, man. Give me your final thoughts, 21.
We 9 days away, man. 9 days away. It's almost here. You know, I'm excited for it. Just like Mikey said, man, you know, tell your friends about us, man. Like, subscribe. You know, that time of season is here. You know, just be ready, man. Let's go.
right. Chop, give me your final thoughts, baby.
Yo, final thoughts. I always appreciate you fellas, showing the love, the knowledge and what you do and all your podcasts. I see y'all on TikTok, man. I appreciate that. I'm loving being inside the room. But it's a few guys I want to send mass shout out to, just to piggyback off of Kuiper, Chris Vaughn, and Deuce Vaughn. I have to applaud you for the professionalism that dad and son did while dealing with the Cowboys. I think that was awesome, the way you came in, even the way you exited right now. I just got to applaud you. And for my personal guy, Trayshawn Holden, I do believe he will be signed by somebody. Say what you want. Hey, keep your head up. Keep your head up, Trey. We know who you are. Do your thing. And I just cannot wait for Thursday. I'm itching. I'm liable to sit outside for the next 9 days. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for Thursday. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's make it do what it do, baby.
Too much mosquitoes, bro. Too much mosquitoes, bro.
All right, Mikey 520. Give me your final thoughts, Mikey.
Well, guys, I always say this, man. This is a privilege. It's a privilege. Like we say, I say this every year. Even though somebody's absent, he gets his ass on the show because all it is bullshit. But neither here nor there. It is a privilege, no matter what. Every football season that comes and goes. Yeah, we say it's our year every year, but maybe this is the year, and I wouldn't have it any other way with the way it's going on and going week to week and all the way. And we want it to happen, and were it to happen, it'd be the memories that we make. And life is short, and I appreciate each and every one of us always doing this. This is more than a hobby. We take this serious. This is life. Like I said, like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. And right now we were shared to 70 different groups on Facebook. Ahorita estamos compartiendo otra temporada. Todo el tiempo viene y va la temporada y queremos que es el año nuevo, que este año vamos a lograr, pero este año sí vamos a lograr. Y si los quieran nosotros, mañana va a ser el podcast Mis Cowboys con Eric, y ya sabes, mis mismos gentes que tengo allá en ese podcast, aquí los estoy disfrutando y compartiendo con ustedes. Y si te gustan, pues dile a sus amigos, puro pinche Cowboys.
See. All right. so Cowboy Corner. Cowboy Corner.
Muy bien.
I shared the international this to international to the same subscribe.
All right. I'm buffering, but anyway, Cowboy Corner, give me your final thoughts, baby.
Yeah, when Mikey goes from English to Spanish, it takes me back to the bilingual church that my grandpa ran. I mean, it's just you got English, and the next thing you know, you got Spanish. So it's a bilingual church in here, all right. And I'm getting pinched on my rib cage because I'm falling asleep. All right, but 9 days away. 9 days away, and these Eagle fans are already putting out content. They're already talking their talk. But guess what? I'm staying optimistic. I got us as a dub. All right. When we just built the roster today, outside of some golly, what's the word I'm looking for? Some changes. This is the team that's going to lead us to week 1, and we're Big Brother. And I hope those Eagle fans never forget who we are. We're the Dallas flipping Cowboys. We're number 1 on your show. We're number 1 on your mind. We're number 1 in your hate list, and we're number 1 in your hearts. And that's what this star is about. And I want y'all to know something. In 9 days, when you hang that little puny banner that says Super Bowl, 2-time Super Bowl champion, I want you to know that we got 5 of them. We got 5 of them, and I guarantee you we're closer to 6 banners than you are to your 3. So you better enjoy that banner because the Dallas Cowboys are going to be a thorn in your side. The Dallas Cowboys are big brother. The Dallas Cowboy is the warden of the NFC East, and I now pronounce you dead in water, baby. It's all about them Cowboys. We'll see you in 9 days.
Hey, F.
You.
Say it.
K.
C. K. For them Eagles.
All right. Look, man, it's hard to file a Cowboy corner when he's pumped up. But look, it's real simple to me. I remember watching a TikTok about a month ago, and when the schedule came out, and one TikTok Eagle fan said, "What did the Cowboys do to deserve playing them on opening night?" And I said, "What? What the fuck did she say? What did we do to deserve to play them?" And I thought about it. I said, "Well, what the fuck did they do to deserve to play us? Because if it's not for this fucking star, you wouldn't be shit. You was in existence since 1930 something. The Cowboys came around in 1960, and we gave you a 35-year head start, and you fuckers finally got 2. What did we deserve to play? What did we deserve? What do you deserve to play us? We tried to keep you fuckers relevant in the 80s. We tried to keep you relevant in the 90s. You had a couple good teams. Okay, you finally caught fire. You beat Tom Brady. Then you come back and you beat Patrick Mahomes. Congratulations. You padded your team. You paid for your team. You got for what you paid for. But one thing you didn't get, one person you don't have a winning record against, is number fucking 4. Number 4 is back. We're going to see you in the link next Thursday, and we're going to talk about this shit in depth on Tuesday. Like we always say here at the Cowboy Podcast, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Puro pinches Cowboys.
Hey, you know the White House had 5 rooms they were fucking in? That Michael Irvin was a genius.
Peace.
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
The loyalist. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. Excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I see it.
Hey, man. Hey,
Videos, dancing.
hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, but hey, man.
Players fucked up.
Hey, yeah,
Players
man.
fucked up sometimes.
Yeah. In this first day of pads. Say, man, you know, we all played, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
Tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the truth, but tomorrow tells the truth.
This will tell you about I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to spread shit and eating wings and
Motherfucker sprint.
Calm down.
I haven't sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey. Calm down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. welcome to the show. So hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
Yeah. You're gonna come out with that Whataburger In and Out one, right?
We kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite stuff here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing to that song, but it's like this is Drake, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's not the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. If you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.